Sumo has seen legends, Hakuho, Hoshoryu, Harumafuji, icons of the ring. But their time is over. Now, a new generation is rising, fierce, hungry, and ready to rule. On Sumo Spirit, we reveal 5 wrestlers with the power to dominate sumo in the years ahead. And the last name? He might just be the future of the sport. Let's start with Aonishiki. Ever heard of a Ukrainian sumo star? Well, now you have. He's just 21 years old, born in 2004, and already rewriting sumo history in a way few have before. How fast is his rise? In September 2023, he made his professional debut. And what happened in his very first tournament? He won Jonokuchi, the lowest division, right out of the gate. Then, in January 2024, he claimed another title, this time in Jonathan. He went on a winning streak of 20 straight bouts, 20 in a row. Who does that? In just 1 year, he rose from rookie to Sekitori, one of the fastest promotions since 1958. By March 2025, he officially joined Makuchi, the top division in sumo. How fast was that? Only 9 tournaments from his debut. On his Makuchi debut, he shocked everyone with 11 wins, including a victory over the Ukrainian Shishi. Then came May 2025. He started strong, 7 wins and just 1 loss in the first half of the tournament. Only Ozeki in this time, and now yokozuna Onosato was ahead of him. Could he win the whole thing? Not yet. Wakata Kakada, a wrestler he deeply respects, stopped his streak. Still, he finished the tournament with another impressive 11 wins, and earned his second Fighting Spirit prize. Now the buzz is real. Sanyaku in July? Is it too soon? Or is that exactly what's next for Aonishiki? So, how does he fight? He's not the biggest, he's not the strongest, but he's smarter, moves faster. His go-to technique? Oshidashi, the classic powerful push-out. But don't be fooled by its simplicity. He's also skilled at Migiyotsu, gripping with his right hand inside and left hand outside the opponent's belt. While many European wrestlers rely on sheer size and strength, Aonishiki uses balance and technique to his advantage. He crouches low. He stays incredibly stable. He shifts his opponent's center of gravity to flip the fight in his favor. So here's the big question. Could Aonishiki become an Ozeki in the next few years? Could he win multiple Yusho? If anyone from this new generation has the talent and drive to do it, why not Aonishiki? Without a doubt, his rapid rise and his 2 great performances in his first tournaments in sumo's highest division make him a wrestler with great potential. And he's only 21 years old. When we talk about meteoric rises in sumo, one name stands out, Takerufuji. Just 26 years old, Japanese, powerful. His rise like a rocket. First tournament, won Jonokuchi with a perfect score. Then came Jonaden. Another win. He stumbled once in Sandanme, but kept climbing. 8 tournaments in, he reached Juryo. Then, 8 straight wins, a championship, and a promotion to Makuchi. 10 pro tournaments. And already a legend. In 2024, he shocked everyone. Straight to Makuchi after just 1 tournament in Juryo. Unbelievable, right? And then, he did the impossible. Won the Emperor's Cup in his top division debut. Something no one had done in 110 years. It was in Harubasho 2024. 6 straight wins. On day 10, Takerufuji faced his fiercest challenger, Onosato, the rising powerhouse breathing down his neck in the title race. The pressure was immense. The stakes? Even higher. But Takerufuji didn't flinch. With precision, power, and unshakable composure, he conquered his closest rival, widening the gap and seizing a crucial 2-win lead over the rest of the field. Then came day 11, the challenge. A battle against an elite Ozeki, Kotonowaka. For most newcomers, that would be a wall. For Takerufuji, a proving ground. In front of a roaring crowd, he stood tall, clashed with the mighty Ozeki, and emerged victorious once again. He tied Taiho's 11-0 rookie record. Then, disaster struck. An ankle injury on day 14 against Asanoyama left him writhing in pain, unable to stand, and he had to be carried off the dohyo in a wheelchair. To many, it looked like the end of his tournament, perhaps even a serious threat to his rank. But against all expectations, he returned the very next day. On day 15, barely able to walk, with a torn ligament and every step visibly agonizing, he stepped back onto the ring. and he won against Gonoyama. Everyone, including his coach, told him to withdraw, to think of the future, to protect his body, but he refused. "I'd regret it for the rest of my life," he said, and then incredibly, he fought, and he won. It wasn't just a victory on the scoreboard, it was a moment that showed his heart, his pride, and why he belongs among sumo's elite. He missed 6 months, came back to Juryo, and won the title again. Now, he's back in Makuuchi at Megashira 4. Is he back to 100%? Not quite, but is the sumo world watching his every move? Absolutely. His bouts are racking up views. YouTube can't get enough. Because when Takerufuji is healthy, he's a storm you can't stop. Japan is very excited about him, and he could surprise many if he returns to his former level. Can he do it again? We don't know yet. But one thing's for sure, Takerufuji isn't done. It's probably that not everyone knows this wrestler. His best moment was last year, but who doesn't believe they can return to their prime? Kotozakura, too, once known as Kotonowaka, stepped into the sumo world in November 2015. With more than just talent, he carried a legacy. Grandson of yokozuna Kotozakura and son of former Sekiwake, Kotonowaka, he honored that lineage from the start. And he delivered immediately, a clean sweep in Maizumo, followed by a perfect 7-0 Jonokuchi championship. Was this the next heir to sumo royalty? His climb through the ranks wasn't explosive, but it was determined. In 2020, after 4 straight winning records in Juryo, he entered Makuuchi and became part of a rare father-son duo to reach the top division. His rise began in Harubasho 2024. In this unforgettable tournament, he showed why he's one of sumo's brightest stars. By day 9, he had already clinched his Kachikoshi and defeated Sekiwake rival Daisho. On day 10, he stunned everyone by overpowering Onosato, seizing the sole lead in the title race. Could this be his breakthrough? He finished with an impressive 13 wins, falling just short in the playoff against yokozuna Takerufuji. But this performance hit the traditional milestone needed for promotion to Ozeki. 33 wins over 3 tournaments. Promoted to Ozeki in March 2024, he firmly established himself among sumo's elite. Then came the breakthrough, an electrifying 14-1 Yusho in November 2024, capped off by a dramatic victory over Hoshoryu in the final match. This was his first ever championship win. Talk of a yokozuna run buzzed through the sumo world. Could he follow in his grandfather's footsteps? With grace, power, and tradition on his side, everything seemed set for a new era of dominance. After his Kyushu win, he officially took on the name Kotozakura too, fully embracing his legacy. But since then, results have been shaky. His bid for yokozuna in January 2025 fell apart as he lost 5 matches in a row from day 2. Ahead of March 2025, he ramped up training to protect his Ozeki rank. So far, 2025 hasn't been kind, with many defeats. Was it just a slump, or the pressure catching up? Now we have none other than Hoshoryu, the 74th yokozuna, promoted at the beginning of 2025. Nephew of Hoshoryu, we all know its potential. His numbers are amazing. In just 9 tournaments from his pro debut, Hoshoryu rocketed up to the Juryo division. But who rises that fast in a sport known for its grueling climb? He did, and boldly declared he would surpass the 25 titles of his legendary uncle, Hoshoryu. By July 2021, Hoshoryu earned his first technique prize with 10 wins and caught the eye of Yokozuna Hakuho, who endorsed him as sumo's future. When a legend like Hakuho backs you, the whole sumo world takes notice. Fast forward to November 2022. He executed a Kawazu Gake against Midorifuji, a rare technique fans hadn't seen in over a decade. 2023 was Hoshoryu's breakout year. After strong 10-5 and 11-4 records, July was his final test for Ozeki promotion. He needed 12 wins to meet the 33-win benchmark across 3 tournaments. Rising to the moment, he defeated top contenders and entered a tense 3-way playoff. There, he triumphed over Hakuho and Hokuto Fuji to claim his first Makuuchi title. Overcome with emotion, he said, "I was overwhelmed. Can you imagine the pressure and the relief of that moment?" On July 26, 2023, he was officially promoted to Ozeki. the first in 37 years from the Tatsunami stable. But could he go even higher? By late 2024, the answer became clear. In November, he ended the tournament with 13 wins, but lost to Kotozakura in the final. Still, that effort earned him an official yokozuna candidacy. For the first time in 55 years, two wrestlers were vying for Sumo's ultimate title at the same time. January 2025 delivered another emotional twist. After early defeats, Hoshoryu clawed his way into a rare triple playoff and emerged victorious, beating Kinbozan and Oho for his second Yusho as Ozeki. And then, it happened. On January 29, 2025, he was promoted to yokozuna. The vote? Unanimous. The date? Exactly the same as his uncle Asashoryu's promotion. Coincidence again? Or something greater at play? His yokozuna debut in March was tough. An elbow injury, 3 Kinboshi defeats, and an early withdrawal. It hadn't happened since 1986. But he didn't quit. In May, he returned and delivered. 12 wins, runner-up, and most importantly, he crushed unbeaten Onosato on the final day. Now, what kind of warrior gets up after falling and ends the tournament like that? It was a clear warning to Onosato that things were not going to be easy. Hoshoryu isn't just talented. He's a symbol of heritage, of power, of evolution in sumo. Could he be the greatest of his generation? Time will tell, but the path is blazing. Even if 2025 hasn't lived up to his explosive 2024, Hoshoryu still has the spark. He's had setbacks, but the talent, still there. The charisma, undeniable. Don't count him out. Hoshoryu's story is far from over. Finally, Onosato, the unstoppable yokozuna who brought Japan back to the top. He kicked off at Makushita Tsukedashi 10, lost his first match, but finished 6-1, just shy of Juryo. Setbacks? No problem. His maturity and drive kept him climbing fast. By September 2023, he jumped into Juryo, and that was only the beginning. What happened next was stunning. He won his first 9 matches straight, a streak unseen since 2008. And then, just 4 tournaments later, he broke into the top Makuchi division, the third fastest since 1989. Plus, he's the very first student of ex-yokozuna Onosato to reach that level. Could anyone expect less than huge things? First tournament, 11 wins. The second, he stayed in the title race until the final day, defeating big names like Sekiwake Wakamoto Haru and Ozeki Takakeisho, and finishing with 11 wins again. By May 2024, Onosato debuted as Komusubi after just 6 tournaments. On day 1, he stunned everyone by defeating Yokozuna Terunofuji, and went on to win his first Yusho as Komusubi, a feat unseen in 67 years. Sumo insiders called him a sign of a new era, but he still needed 33 wins for promotion. September marked his breakthrough with 11 straight wins, defeating top opponents to secure the fastest Ozeki promotion in modern sumo. The date of promotion? On September 25th, 2024. At this moment, Onosato sparked a fierce rivalry buzz with Takerufuji. The press agrees. Only Takerufuji truly challenges Onosato. Why? Both are rising stars in pro sumo with impressive amateur backgrounds. Though Onosato was a top amateur star, Takerufuji shocked the world by defeating him early and making history as the first wrestler in 110 years to win a Makuchi title in his debut tournament. Masayuki Yamauchi, head of the Yokozuna Deliberation Council, dubbed their rivalry Ryuko, the legendary dragon versus tiger battle, symbolizing a perfect clash of equals in strength and skill. Could this be sumo's next iconic showdown? In his first year as Ozeki, he won 65 matches in Makuchi, just behind the top wrestler. March 2025 was a thriller. Tied for first with Takayasu, Onosato won a sudden death playoff with a perfect okuridashi move, claiming his third Yusho. What a clutch performance. That first Ozeki title put him alongside Mitakumi for most active championships, a perfect launchpad toward Yokozuna status. In May, he stormed through the tournament with 11 straight wins, clearly leading the pack. His victory over Kotozakura on day 13 clinched his second consecutive championship and put him on the brink of Yokozuna promotion. Though he lost on the final day against Hoshoryu with a perfect 14-0 record, there was no doubt a new yokozuna had emerged. His skill, calm, and consistency are truly next level. The Yokozuna Council acted fast, promoting him unanimously in just 6 minutes, praising his technique and nerves of steel. On May 28th, he became the 75th Yokozuna, the fastest Japanese wrestler in over 60 years, undefeated in all past tournaments. Is this the birth of sumo's next legend? These 5 wrestlers aren't just the future, they're shaping sumo right now. Legends fade, but greatness never stops. A new era has begun, fiercer, bolder, and more exciting than ever. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Sumo Spirit channel for more amazing content.